I woke up today and I felt kinda ill at the thought of working to pay my bills. Honestly and truly, I have enough of dealing with the boss's stuff. I work 10 hours and I don't get a break. I get cussed out for the smallest mistake. I have parking tickets that I've yet to pay. Man, I don't feel like adulting today. My phone is broken, my dinner's expired, my car has a flat on the left front tire. All this anxiety has me in a fog. I'm done adulting, I'm just gonna dog. Today I'm gonna dog, I'm wagging my tail, I'm fetching a ball and sniffing the trail. I'm barking at cars and eating like a hog, 'cause some days you just got a dog. My girlfriend's giving me the cold shoulder. This silent treatment keeps getting older. Text left unread, feelings all tangled. I'm feeling frazzled, nerves all jangled. I don't know what I did, she just says, well, if you don't know, then I'm not gonna tell. I'm all confused, just trying to guess. Meanwhile, the whole situation's a mess. She keeps telling me to be a man. Is this all part of some devious plan? I don't wanna adult, I'm not gonna do that today. I'm just gonna cat. Today I'm gonna cat. I'm curling up tight, ignoring the world, sleeping all night, purring through troubles with paw soft and flat, because sometimes you just got a cat. My landlord is angry, he happened to see a dog and a cat, didn't know it was me. No pets on my lease, so I soon was convicted. And the very next day I found I was evicted. The fridge is empty, the bills piled high. I'm digging for coins, some victuals to buy. I pack up my things with a heavy heart, wondering where I'll make a new start. My shoes are worn, my coat is torn, the world feels cold and a little forlorn. I'll go eat some trash in the light of the moon, 'cause I'm done adulting, I'm gonna raccoon. Tonight I'm gonna raccoon, sneaking through the night, dumpster diving dinners under pale moonlight, with nimble little paws and eyes that gleam and croon. 'Cause sometimes, man, you just gotta raccoon.
Tonight and the moon shining bright, when the raccoon prowls around and barn owls take to flight. Once the sun is settled down, that's when they come around. Magic little woodland sprites go forth without a sound. Something stirs behind the trees, a shape with ears and tail. Not a word is ever said, just a hush in your head, like a whisper in the breeze that fills your heart with dread. Or perhaps not fear you feel, more like joy, soft and real, like a trickster's gentle grin, or beastly laughing squeal. In your chest a pounding heart, now the change truly starts. Turns your fingernails to claws, spreads to every part. Pegs appear upon your toes, cold and black is your nose. Now behind you is a tail, how full and long it grows. Ribs move round within your core. Fur grows in more and more. All your clothing falls away onto the forest floor. Thoughts once human start to fade. In their place, cunning laid. Hunger sharpened, senses keen. No trace of one afraid. What was human in the day, in the night, out to play? As a fox so fast and free, in shadow slips away. Quick, quick fox, slick fox, come into the wild and laugh aloud. No human talks. Run, run, night, night fun. In the morning, only paw prints will show what was.
Story about Mrs. Pereira. She was a lady from Colombo. She went to bed all normal, then woke up feeling jumbo. Strange things began to happen for the rest of the day. First she grew a tail, then all her skin turned gray. A trunk grew on her face, a very prominent feature. Her ears grew big as fans. She looked just like Ganesha. She tried to call the doctor, but couldn't work the phone, 'cause her fingers shrank away. She was left there all alone. She fell down on all fours. Two tusks grew from her head. Her clothing ripped away, and her weight then crushed the bed. When her husband came home and found her an elephant, he wasn't at all angry. He uttered no lament. He kissed her on her trunk. His love would never fail. Now they're making love like newlyweds on a truly massive scale.
Down in Fernvale near the glen, where the rabbits dance and foxes pen. Little songs in mossy halls. Came a stranger thin and tall. He played a flute of birch and bone, notes that sang like wind and stone. The village stopped, their hearts did leap. Even Thistle woke from sleep. But the piper played a sorrow tune underneath the rising moon, and with each
each note. He seemed to fade like starlight dying in the shade. Oh, play, piper, play, but mind the price you pay. For every tune that stirs the soul must take a piece away. The music weaves and pulls you in till fur replaces human skin. He'd once been just a common man, a tinker's son with calloused hands. But the forest called and he obeyed. He carved the flute and sealed his fate. The silver notes, they changed his frame. His voice grew soft, his shape the same as woodland beasts who heard his song. He'd been a rabbit all along. So play, piper, play, in burrow or in glade. Your tunes still charm the creeping dusk. Your paws the toll you paid. Now kids all gather close to hear the rabbit's song so bright and clear, and dance with joy, not fear.
In the spirit resort, there's a place called McTanuki's, where the prices, there's no prices, and the portions are quite big. Where the atmosphere is great if you don't mind a little spooky. Just remain aware, dear guest, that you will turn into a pig. We've got crab rangoons and egg rolls, orange chicken and some spring rolls, sweet and sour, pork in towers, sticky rice and lotus flowers, beef teriyaki piled high, all you can eat until you cry. Miso soup that stirs your soul, eel sashimi in a bowl. Don't mind the snorts or cloven feet, just grab a tray and dig in, sweet. Come on down to McTanuki's for a good time. Just head through the magic tunnel past the fog, where the food is always free and tastes great, we guarantee. Just remember, you will leave here as a hog. We've got sticky rice and curry, miso soup, beef teriyaki, sweet bio buns with custard that'll melt you where you sit. We've got okonomiyaki, tempura, shrimp that's crackly, and dumplings full of secrets you'd be better off to quit. You'll be licking every plate, even those you never ordered. You'll be snuffling up the table like a truffle sniffing pup. But no worries, that's just fate. By the time the spell's completed, you'll be squealing with delight as you go in for one more cup. Come on down to McTanuki's for a good time. Just head through the magic tunnel past the fog, as a hog. Try a bit of egg foo young, put some ramen on your tongue. Try the snow peas and dim some more. Hot and sour soup is great, put beef broccoli on your plate, and your hooves will soon be tapping on the floor. There's the happy family mogu gai pan with some tea. Have some General Tso's chicken with some chopsticks or a fork. Have some dango for dessert. A fortune cookie couldn't hurt. And the fortune cookie says you will be leaving here as pork. Come on down to McTanuki's for a good time. Just head through the magic tunnel past the fog, where the food is always free and tastes great, we guarantee. Just remember you will leave here as a hog. You might start out slim and wary, just a little fox or fairy, but the scents will make you dazed and fill your mind. One more bite and you'll be oinking. All your waistline points are pointing till your tail is curly and your thoughts are porcine kind. Come on down to McTanuki's for a good time. Just head through the magic tunnel past the fog, where the food is always free and tastes great, we guarantee. Just remember you will leave here as a hog. Come on down to McTanuki's for a good time. Just head through the magic tunnel past the fog, where the food is always free and tastes great, we guarantee. Just remember you will leave here as a hog.
Away, away, away in the woodland, there was a spring so cool, which held a secret curse to snare the hapless fool. My love came to the fountain and drank its water sweet. The curse did fall upon him, and the change was soon complete. And had my love become a horse, I'd ride upon his back. I'd give him golden horseshoes and all the finest tack. But my love is not a horse, he cannot bear me round. I can give him no saddle nor shoes upon the ground. And had my love become a mouse, my pockets where he'd stay, I'd feed him cheese and berries and pet him day by day. But my love is not a mouse with tiny little feet, can't keep him in my pocket nor give him cheese to eat.
of mathematics that was meeting in the attics was going to study transformation. Each time a new one was introduced, Humperdinck put up his hand. But to his dismay, each TF display was a lesson in being bland. Trivial transformation, reflect and move and spin. No fangs nor claws, no fins nor paws. When does the fun begin? First there came translation. He said, translate me into a bear. There was a whoosh and thump, but all he did was jump from over here to way over there. Next there came reflection, and he thought it would be out of sight. But the laughable reflection was worthy of neglection, for his left was simply now his right. Yeah! Trivial transformation, reflect and move and spin. No fangs nor claws, no fins nor paws. When does the fun begin? Rotation was a bummer, for all he did was spin around. He went into a tizzy and got totally dizzy. Then he fell and hit the ground. Scaling was a little better. He grew as big as any whale. It should have been a win, but to Hump's chagrin, he didn't grow a single scale. Yay! Trivial transformations, reflect and move and spin. No fangs nor claws, no fins nor paws. When does the fun begin? Now Humperdinck was angry and he wanted satisfaction, so he demanded that the teacher provide the TF action. The teacher had it covered, for he had planned a diversion that would leave the whole class gawking. He would show them all incursion. So Hump got what he asked for. He shouldn't have been such a puss. It made everyone shout when he was turned. Okay, I'm not singing that. That's just gross. Who wrote this? Trivial transformations, reflect and move and spin. No fangs nor claws, no fins nor paws. When does the fun begin?
I'm the gurgling genius, the cauldron king. I mix up mayhem, zing, zang, zing. Chromium cocktails, explosive stew. But now I'm stuck as a supporting shoe. I'm the leg, I'm the leg, I'm the left side peg. Holding up a wrecking god with one hydraulic drag. I could be out there melting tanks, but instead I'm crushed beneath his shanks. I'm the leg, yeah, the leg. They say form devastator, we click and clack then. When I'm on the pavement from an Autobot smack. I get no credit, I get no fame, but I still support this house of pain. I'm the backbone baby of his ankle brace. Without old Mix, he'd fall on his face. Scrapper thinks he's got the brains, but try balancing this beast through quakes and flames. I'm the leg, I'm the leg, I'm the left side peg. Holding up a wrecking god with one hydraulic drag. I could be out there melting tanks, but instead I'm crushed beneath his shanks. I'm the leg, yeah, the leg. Long haul lugs, bone crusher boasts, but I bear the brunt with no toast or roast. I'm not just support, I'm essential mass. Devastator's got no kick without my sass.
Sledgehammer stomper, city dropper, but who absorbs the shock? Chemical popper, footpath mopper, it's me, the walking block. I'm the leg with the fusion keg. Underappreciated, twisted and made. One day I'll rise and take the crown, but till then I'll just stomp this town.
Oops, that was my kneecap.
so humble, working fields, not causing trouble, till the witch came cackling ominously, pointing a finger right at me. She cried, "You're an actor of comedy," but couldn't prove it publicly. Turned me to an amphibian as I stood there and said, "Not this again." A newt, a newt. She turned me into a newt. I was small on the wall and incredibly cute, looking like a lizard and amphibious to boot. Burn that witch. She turned me into a newt, but I got better. Caught the witch, we hatched a scheme, put a false nose on her, what a dream. She's a witch, we cried with glee, weighs like a duck, as plain to see. If she floats, she's made of wood, just like a witch that surely should. On the scale she weighed like a fowl. She's wood! We laughed with a howl. A newt, a newt. She turned me into a newt. I was small on the wall and incredibly cute, looking like a lizard and amphibious to boot. Burn that witch. She turned me into a newt, but I got better. So the evil witch was put on a pyre. We toasted marshmallows for she made a lovely fire. But this idea I did not entertain, that I'd have a relapse and be a newt again. Back to newt form, oh what a plight. Complaining about my sorry sight, slithering slow through grass so high, sighing, croaking, asking why. But then I paused and had a think. As a newt, I could swim and sink. So I shrugged my tiny shoulders and said with glee, being a newt ain't so bad, I get to roam free. A newt, a newt. She turned me into a newt. I was small on the wall and incredibly cute, looking like a lizard and amphibious to boot. Burn that witch. She turned me into a newt, but I got better, worse again. Small on the wall and incredibly cute, looking like a lizard and amphibious to boot. Burn that witch. She turned me into a newt, but I got better.
Have you ever seen a bear at the zoo, or a fox, or a tiger, or a kangaroo, or a crocodile lounging in the shade, and wondered just how animals made? You may have read something in a textbook or such, like when a daddy beast loves a mommy beast very much. I know a little secret, 'cause I'm no fool. To be an animal takes years of school. Mr. Johnson knows that to be a giraffe you have to study for 3 years and a half. Each morning he puts his spots on anew, then trots off to work at the municipal zoo, working animals all around the world, from seeing eye dogs to a rock star squirrel with a suit or a potion or a charm from a fae. They're your next door neighbors at the end of the day. There's Mrs. Brown getting ready now for a job on the farm as a dairy cow. She slips on her costume just as smooth as silk. Next thing you know, she's chock full of milk. Wanna swim with the dolphins? Well, you might meet Chris, but he's not gonna look a thing like this. He slips off his suit and he downs a green potion. That's how he prepares for his job in the ocean, working animals all around the world, from seeing eye dogs to a rock star squirrel with a suit or a potion or a charm from a fae. They're your next door neighbors at the end of the day. But when the music ascends and the moon climbs high, they slip out of their fur when the crowd says goodbye. The critters by day are our neighbors and friends, in a world where the magic
magic begins and never ends. Now you might think that I, with the greatest of ease, learned to tinkle tunes on these 88 keys. It really was a challenge learning jazzes and rocks. The easy part was studying for being a fox. So if you have a heart and a will to learn, you could a degree in entomology earn. Be an ESA or a sheep making wool. Just do your best and stay in school. Working animals all around the world, from seeing eye dogs to a rock star squirrel with a suit or a potion or a charm from a fae. They're your next door neighbors at the end of the day.
Woke up this morning feeling kinda strange. My hands were paused, my life's rearranged. Mirror on the wall, who's that creature small? I'm a squirrel, I'm a squirrel, I'm a squirrel today. Climbing trees, stealing nuts, no bills to pay. I'm a squirrel, I'm a squirrel, what can I say? Life's much better this nutty way. Oh. Jumped on a branch, it bent like a bow. The world looks funny from this high show. Acorns in my pocket, oh wait, I forgot it. No rent, no chores, no traffic jams. Just fur and whiskers and acorn plans. I'm a squirrel, I'm a squirrel, I'm a squirrel today. Skipping lines, leaping time in the sunlight's ray. I'm a squirrel, what can I say? Life's much better this nutty way. Dolphin swimming free, or maybe a bird perched on a singing tree. For now I'm here tail flipping with glee. This squirrel life is the life for me. I'm a squirrel, I'm a squirrel, I'm a squirrel today. Skipping lines, leaping time in the sunlight's ray. I'm a squirrel, what can I say? Life's much better this nutty way.
I work on planet Riser, where the entire Federation loves to come and play when they are going on vacation. The planet's big, so we all use transporters to get around. There have been accidents, of course, and some have been profound. Once there was some quantum field whose effects were rather mild, caused a guest from Vulcan to be turned into a child. Then there was the Tellarite who came to get some sun. He left with a best friend, cause two heads are better than one. Transporter accidents, transformations galore. Watch your step, be cautious what you hope for. One wrong move and you might find your whole self could be redefined. So step on lightly and be sure your essence may not be as secure. Transporter accidents, oh be aware. What you are now may not remain there. A human came for riding lessons in the grassy vale. The transporter swapped his brain, now he has got a mane and tail. A group of men beamed down for leave sent by Jean-Luc Picard. Their ladies are now all hoisted by a proc trust in petard. I work on Riza, yes I do, where time off gets bizarre. From swim-up bars to neural spas and romps beneath the stars. The sun is bright, the nights are long, but sometimes things go wrong. Our transporters hum a tune that makes you live a different song. Transporter accidents, transformations galore. Watch your step, be cautious what you hope for. One wrong move and you might find your whole self could be redefined. So step on lightly and be sure your essence may not be as secure. Transporter accidents, oh be aware. What you are now may not remain there. One guest from Ender's icy home came seeking something steamy. Now he's a cactus in the dunes, his memories all dreamy. A Bajoran priest came seeking peace upon our holy sand, but Faye's mid-beam, now half her body's in a distant land. The Ferengi tried to cheat the queue by using his own buffer. Now he's stuck in loot vacation, endless rest and suffer. We warn them all, beware the tech, let safety be your guide. But no one listens, not until there's someone else inside. Transporter accidents, transformations galore. Watch your step, be cautious what you hope for. One wrong move and you might find your whole self could be redefined. So step on lightly and be sure your essence may not be as secure. Transporter accidents, oh be aware, what you are now may not remain there. One couple got transporter cloned, they left as 4 or 5. The Prince of Galagon's a frog, but at least he's still alive. Acacian came out super small, but at least she wasn't hurt, unlike the poor pig lizard whom the transmat did invert. A Klingon got merged with a Targ, now she is a lovely snout. A Jem'Hir horse split into bad and worse, can't figure that one out. There was a Voth who got devolved, now he's a dinosaur. Hortus pattern got cross-linked, now he's chocolate in his core. Take care, my friend, unless you want to be a giant or a tribble or a Caffarian apple tree. Transporter accidents, transformations galore. Watch your step, be cautious what you hope for. One wrong move and you might find your whole self could be redefined. So step on lightly and be sure your essence may not be as secure. Transporter accidents, oh be aware, what you are now may not remain there. So heed this lesson, Starfleet friends, when stepping on the pad. Transporters are a gamble, and the odds can turn out bad. Keep backups in the buffer and your atoms nice and neat, cause you might return all scrambled or with someone else's feet.
I woke up this morning with a funny feeling deep inside. Something ain't quite right. My boots just don't fit right. Surprise, what did I see? Sprouts of hair where my toes just used to be. Put my hat on crooked, feeling kinda off, I must confess. Heading to the barn with an itch I can't suppress. I felt my back stretching, tailbone start to twitch, glance behind, saw a tail just swishing in a ditch. Giddy up, I'm growing hooves and my spurs don't jingle now. Grass looks a little tastier, can't help but give a bow. I'm laying in the holler and my jeans are way too tight. Giddy up, I'm growing hooves, I'll be trotting through the night. Went to see Doc Harper with hooves clicking on the floor. He laughed and called me Trigger as he shuffled out the door. Said, girl, you're just a changin', that's quite the mess you're in. Better get yourself a saddle and some oats down at the end. My horsey friends are grazing, they don't even blink an eye. They nudge me with their noses and together we all sigh. I'm munching on some clover, the grass is truly greener. Feels like home when you're a roaming on 4 legs but cleaner. Giddy up, I'm growing hooves and my spurs don't jingle now.
Well, I was cruising down the highway playing games on my phone. There was suddenly something in my way. I had gone into the left-hand zone. I never saw the truck that hit me. It was the last thing to go through my head. I never thought the traffic would get me. I only knew it really sucked to be dead. Now my life is reinstated, but I don't know what to do. Help, I have been reincarnated as a trailer park redneck, poorly dressed crock wearing pasty white fat lady's red-nosed Rudolph tattoo. Of terror when I opened up my eye and looked into a mirror to see myself drawn on her thigh. I wouldn't mind being a reindeer flying high above the ground, but now I'm ending up in pain here every time this lady sits down. Now my life is reinstated, but I don't know what to do. Help, I have been reincarnated as a trailer park redneck, poorly dressed crock wearing pasty white fat lady's red-nosed Rudolph tattoo. She gets festive and she plays a Christmas tune that helps when I get restive in my prison beneath the moon. Sometimes I feel like I could burst. On days she smells like whiskey, but the thing that's absolute worst is when her husband's feeling frisky. Now my life is reinstated, but I don't know what to do. Help, I have been reincarnated as a trailer park redneck, poorly dressed crock wearing pasty white fat lady's red-nosed Rudolph tattoo. God, please tell me what I did to deserve this awful fate. Why was I sent back as this? When I arrived at heaven's gate, I never did anything that bad. I was always super nice, except when I spent that year or turning children into mice. Now my life is reinstated, but I don't know what to do. Help, I have been reincarnated as a trailer park redneck, poorly dressed crock wearing pasty white fat lady's red-nosed Rudolph tattoo.
Have you ever seen a werewolf when you went outside to play? Then you saw his teeth and claws and you upped and ran away. Just look a little closer at a werewolf and you'll see that they are not the monsters as depicted on TV. Be kind to werewolves. They're out there every night to keep the monsters far away. Be kind, it's only right. That shaggy one is Farmer John. You've seen him with his cow. He wouldn't eat you as a man. Why would he eat you now? Do not be afraid of him. Do not hit him with clubs. Just tell him he's a good boy and give him belly rubs. Be kind to werewolves. They're out there every night to keep the monsters far away. Be kind, it's only right. You don't see
vampires in the night or zombies in the day, because werewolves are working hard to keep them far away. You won't see hordes of skeletons invading all our homes, because the werewolves ate them. They love to chew on bones. Be kind to werewolves. They're out there every night to keep the monsters far away. Be kind, it's only right. The people in our village, we all have werewolf genes. That's why your aunt and uncle will sometimes have toe beans. Not everybody is one, but it's possible that you may yet grow fur all over and find you're a werewolf too. Be kind to werewolves. They're out there every night to keep the monsters far away. Be kind, it's only right. Next time you see a werewolf, try not to be afraid. Instead, give him some scritches. His day has just been made. And praise him for the monsters he's beaten up today, to keep us safe and happy and trouble far away. Be kind to werewolves. They're out there every night to keep the monsters far away. Be kind, it's only right. Ma-you-ba-dee-doo, ma-you-ba-dee-dee-doo-doo, ma-you-ba-dee-dee-doo-doo-doo-doo, ma-you-ba-dee-doo-doo-doo.
Hello, listeners. This is Pip Sunshine. On behalf of myself and the other members of the Furry Music Collective, Oren, Otter, Whiskers, Fnaire, Professor Hootenany, Bleargh, Melody Hoofbeat, Ethereon, Yijun, Groovy McJangle, Grangolchime, Coffee Angel, Echo, and Luthor the Rat. I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you for listening to Metamorphusic 5. If you like what you have heard here today, we invite you to check out our other albums, including the Furry album, Fun at the FurCon, Robots, Songs at the SCP Foundation, Paranormal Objects Observation Facility, Metamorphusic 1 through 4, Infinite Counting 1 through 7, and the Lo-Fi Just for Furries series. If you're an artist interested in joining the collective, or even just a fan who would like to learn more about us, we invite you to join our Facebook group, also named the Furry Music Collective. Thanks again for listening, and good night.
It was the office Christmas party. The musicians gathered around for cake and games and eggnog, and to make a merry sound. But things got out of hand soon. There was a bit of fuss when someone spiked the punch